Side tour of my truck. This is well, I'm sitting on the bed now on the sleeper, but this is the best view that I can give you of the work area. And yeah, I have moved in, so I can't give you a view of everything, you know, prior to moving in. But since I moved in, I mean, there are still some things that I would do to a truck, but I'm not going to do it to this one because I'm only going to be driving it for another 12,000 miles. You can see my Qualcomm, you can see I got the Garmin GPS, you can see that's my wireless phone charger. Well, I mean, a wire goes to it, but I don't have to plug the wire into my phone. It's wireless, and it just holds it, which is cool. And that all sticks up to the dash, and that other little thing there, that's the active cruise control monitor box. I don't know exactly what they call it. You can see my brakes, you can see my radios there, and then, you know, my hazards. I don't have any fancy gauges on here. I don't even have all the gauges that my trainer's truck had. This truck is a little older. The other upside to this truck is there is no camera to the lane for the lane keeping, and that's something that you're going to get with all new Werner trucks. So it's kind of cool that my first truck I don't have that, because, well, man, it's nice to not hear a freaking bump every time I cross a lane, and I cross lanes sometimes for safety reasons, you know, and I don't need to hear something that says, hey, you're out of your lane, when I know I'm out of my lane. That's the work area, and more or less all these trucks are going to look very similar. Clearly this is an automatic, and there isn't many options for Werner to go with a manual. But then in the back, and so far as I know, Freightliners are all kind of the same with this. You get a cubby here. That cubby has a 12-volt outlet inside of it. And then you get your sleeper cab controls and your lighting controls in the back here. And that little box to the bottom left, that's my APU. I'm not using it now because it's actually fairly warm where I'm at. Then you get a big cabinet here, and that big cabinet, well, it has a bar to hang clothes, so I have some clothes, but I also use this for my food chest. I'm not really trying to show off my stuff. I'm more or less trying to show you guys what you get. There's a window there and a window there. I generally don't use them very often because the scenery is not all that nice. Then there is the top sleeper that I'm not even using, and I realistically could fold it down and, you know, maybe use that space for something, but I don't see myself doing it now. And then you get another cabinet up there, and I really don't have much use for that, but I think my backpack's in there, and like my laptop's in my backpack, so it is what it is. You get another cubby there, and there's a 12-volt in there, and then you get another cabinet down there, and that's my laundry cabinet. I don't want to show you that. There is a cubby underneath of there. That's where I put my dirty laundry. Now, underneath of this bed where I'm sitting, and yes, I did modify my bed a little bit, but underneath the bed where I'm sitting, there is a cabinet on actually both sides. There are the outdoor cabinets, and there's a divider for them. But in the middle, there is also a space there. So if there's anything you want to keep under your bed, there's a little bit more space to use. The only other thing that I didn't mention, all right, I get a little cabinet in the bottom here, and that's because the APU is actually underneath of that, the heating element is. But you also get this drawer. The drawer comes out, and it has a nice hard, and somebody, like where it's a used truck, somebody used it for a cutting board, but and then there's a compartment underneath for some extra stuff, and more or less that's all you get. Like I said, I don't want to go through the stuff that I have, because the stuff that I have I am reviewing, and you guys will see that stuff, but I just wanted to give you a heads up on what you do get with this. Now, in the case of my sleeper, I got myself a twin size memory foam mattress, and the twin size isn't quite the same size as the sleeper bed, but it's pretty close. And of course I put a cover over top of it, and you can see the memory foam is a little bigger than the cover, so I'm going to end up having to get another cover to go over it, just so my memory foam doesn't get dirty. But for the most part, it's not really a big deal because my pillows go over that space and my head doesn't really go there. So anyway, guys, if you enjoyed this and you want to see some of my other adventures, I want you to check out those videos there. As always, guys, I want to thank you for watching. I wouldn't do this without you. I'll see all my friends later.